India has a mindset where it punches below its weight. We have to punch not above our weight. We have to punch not below our weight. We have to increase our weight and punch proportionally.
ये हमारा सिद्धांत है, हम घर में घुस के मारेंगे.
You know, victims of terrorism do not sit together with perpetrators of terrorism to discuss terrorism.
नमस्कार, जय हिंद, जय भारत एंड वेलकम टू डेफ टॉक्स. दिस इज आदि अचिंत. हमारे साथ है राजा मुनीब साहब फॉर अ स्पेशल प्रेजेंटेशन क्योंकि और ऑल्दो आज तो दिल्ली का मौसम है, ठीक है, दिल्ली वालों आई होप ढंग से वोट किया है, बट इन एनी केस राजा जी भी दिल्ली वाले ही हैं तो ठीक है, बट इनका वोट पता नहीं कहाँ है. वोट आपका कहाँ है? कश्मीर में ही है?
मेरा वोट कश्मीर में ही है अभी.
हाँ, चलो ठीक है, बच गए आप फिर. Alright, so basically what has happened is, guys, बड़ा डेवलपमेंट हुआ है. हमने संडे को जो हमने पॉडकास्ट किया था, हमने आप सबको बताया था कि there is some issues happening in Afghanistan. सुनने में आ रहा है कि वो issues have actually gone to an head. हमको ये भी पता चला है कि साहब काफी वहां पर थोड़े से झक्के-बक्के चल रहे हैं. The airport has been taken over. हकानी अभी वापस आया है जो नहीं था. अखुनज़ादा is trying to kind of take out the तलवार and stand and say मैं हूँ. तो there's a lot which is happening behind the scenes. हमको इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा क्योंकि यहाँ पर भारत का जो गेम है वो तो चारों तरफ है भारत का गेम, so don't worry about that. बट पाकिस्तानियों का गेम थोड़ा बर्बाद हो सकता है. इसके अंदर जो थोड़ा बहुत इन्फ्लुएंस है वो भी ठप्पे में जा सकता है. It's going to be very interesting to watch. So let's check it out. राजा जी नमस्कार, कैसे हो? पहले ये बताओ.
नमस्कार सर, बिल्कुल ठीक, आप बताइए. थैंक यू.
ये एकदम से ये कहाँ से इतना हेड पे पहुंच गया? Was this expected? हुआ क्या है? पहले चलो give us a background as to क्या हुआ क्या है? 1-2 महीने से ये बिल्ड हो रहा है. What has happened?
ये पिछले 3-4 महीने से 4-5 महीने से बिल्ड हो रहा है. ठीक है, बिल्ड ये हो रहा है जो गर्ल्स एजुकेशन है अफगानिस्तान में, उसमें लेकर सीरियस ये है डिफरेंसेस है बिटवीन द कांदाहारी तालिबान एंड द काबुल तालिबान. बेसिकली द हार्डलाइनर्स वर्सेस द सॉफ्टलाइनर्स. प्रेशर बहुत है यूएई से, मुस्लिम ब्रदरहुड का, कतर से कि इसको जो गर्ल्स एजुकेशन है इसको आप लोग स्टार्ट करो. अखुनज़ादा विद लास्ट टाइम भी मैंने बताया था, विद निदा मोहम्मद, खालिद हनीफी, ये सारे जो हैं ये ओल्ड हैंड हार्डकोर जो हैं रेडिकल्स, दे आर नॉट रेडी टू गो अहेड एंड डू दैट. इट्स वेरी सिंपल, वो रेडी नहीं है इस चीज के लिए. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी इन पे इंटरनेशनल प्रेशर बहुत है, तो हकानी एंड अदर्स आर सेइंग कि नहीं ये करना है. बेसिकली इन्होंने इस चीज को इशू बना दिया. ठीक है, इसमें पाकिस्तानी हैव आल्सो प्लेड अ रोल वाया यूएई इस चीज को मल्टीप्लाई करने के लिए टू एन एक्सटेंट वेयर लास्ट टाइम व्हेन देयर वाज अ कॉन्फ्रेंस, तो स्तानकज़ई ने बोला बड़ा, ही वाज वेरी क्रिटिकल ऑफ अमीर की दिस इज नॉट राइट, इस्लाम में ये नहीं है. उसने रिलीजियस भी बोला है, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं जाके उसको हिट किया. उसने जाके अरेस्ट वारंट निकलवा दिया इसका कि इसने अगेंस्ट अमीर बोला है. उसका अरेस्ट वारंट निकलवाया, अरेस्ट वारंट निकला और उसको काबुल वो काबुल छोड़ के चला गया. ही सेड कि मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, मैं चेकअप के लिए यूएई जा रहा हूँ. दैट एंगर्ड अखुनज़ादा मोर. नाउ दैट एंगर्ड हिम बिकॉज दैट अंडरमाइंस की डिस्पाइट मेरा ऑर्डर कि इसको अरेस्ट करो, इन्होंने उसको भगा दिया. दैट मीन्स माई ग्रिप इज लूजिंग. आई एम लूजिंग माई ग्रिप ऑन काबुल. मेरा कंट्रोल नहीं है काबुल पे. दूसरा, उसके जाने के बाद फिर हकानी फिर गया. सिराजुद्दीन हकानी अगेन वेंट टू. अखुनज़ादा ने अपना जो जीडीआई चीफ है उसको साथ भेजा इसके कि जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि कोई बिहाइंड द सीन कुछ गड़बड़ ना करे ये. सो वो ही वाज अकम्पनिंग हिम. सो व्हेन हकानी he went ahead and he did a soft coup on Haqqani, which is basically, देखो काबुल की जो सिक्योरिटी है दैट इज अंडर हकानीज कंट्रोल. सो एयरपोर्ट भी जो है वो हकानी के बंदे कंट्रोल करते हैं. काबुल की इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी जो है वो इसके हकानी के बंदे करते हैं. सो ही बेसिकली टुक दैट ओवर. इसने कल पहले एयरपोर्ट पे अपने बंदे भेजे एंड वो सिक्योरिटी रिंग पूरा चेंज किया है. वहां पर जितना भी स्टाफ वगैरह था उनको चेंज किया है. उसके बाद इसने काबुल में जो मेजर जितने पॉइंट्स है पीडीज के, वहां पे बैठ के अपने बंदों को इसने सेट किया. तो he has taken away the security from complete security apparatus जो इनका वो इंटरनल पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट है वहां पर भी अपने बंदे भेजे, इंटीरियर मिनिस्ट्री का इसका तो है ही वो मौलाना सदर है इसका, इब्राहिम सदर सेकंड इन कमांड MOI का, उसके अंडर इसने he has taken over complete control. So जो जितने भी इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के जितने भी apparatus थे उस पे इसने कंट्रोल किया. So Haqqani landed last night late. I think when I tweeted after that, he was on his way back, उसने लैंड किया. Now apprehension ये थी कि he might even arrest Haqqani, उसको हाउस अरेस्ट न कर दे. But that hasn't happened. क्योंकि हक्कानी और अखुनज़ादा के बीच में पिछले 1 महीने से बैक चैनल टॉक्स चलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. They wanted to have a complete शूरा काउंसिल मीटिंग जिसमें कि ये डिसाइड करते सारे बैठ के कि क्या करना है. And
if you also help us understand the Kandahar versus Kabul faction.
Okay. See, the Kandahar faction is a different tribe. The Kabul faction is a different tribe. If you look at Sirajuddin Haqqani, he comes from a different tribe. I can put it out against. मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा exactly किस tribe से है वो. मुझे याद नहीं है इस वक्त. ठीक है. There is Pashtuns and there is non-Pashtuns. Both of them are not Pashtuns. एक तो इनका वो है. Kandahar जो है, Kandharis are the ones who are कैसे समझाऊं मैं आपको? Let me find the right phrasing for this. If you remember during Mullah Umar's time, when Mullah Umar made Taliban, right? He started out from Kandahar. Right? He was the हाँ वो इनका गार्ड होता था. तो मुल्ला उमर जो कांधारी ट्राइब है, जो अकनजाई, आई थिंक अकनजाई हैं, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, जो अकनजाइज हैं और जो पश्तून्स हैं, ये दोनों डिफरेंट है. आई थिंक अखुनज़ादा इज एन अकनजाई. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर ही इज. तो इनका एक एथनिक जो है वो एथनिक डिफरेंस भी है.
मुल्ला उमर इज फ्रॉम घिलजाई ट्राइब.
हाँ गिलजाई. नहीं, आप अखुनज़ादा का देखो, वो गिलजाई है या अकनजाई, आप देखो इसका देखो, आप अखुनज़ादा का देखो आप. Gilzais were the Duranis also. Nurzai tribe. So they are same tribe. Gilzai, Nurzai, ये related tribes हैं. So that is where the differences are between the two. Now this is an ethnic division also. As we said, 1996 और आज के 1990s और आज के तालिबान में बहुत फर्क है. आज का तालिबान is an amalgamation of all the tribes. इसमें गिलजाइज भी हैं, नूरजाइज भी हैं, स्तांतिकजाइज भी हैं, उज़्बेक्स भी हैं, बाकी भी हैं, पश्तून्स भी हैं. ये पूरा जो है झूठ है. नाउ प्रेशर अफगानिस्तान में ये है बाकी ट्राइब्स में कि दे डोंट वांट अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. दे नो कि अगर अभी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है अफगानिस्तान वीकन हो जाएगा. 40 साल से थके हुए हैं, वो लड़ना नहीं चाहते. बट मुझे ये लग रहा है कि अखुनज़ादा इज हेल बेंट ऑन अ शोडाउन विद द हक्कानीज बिकॉज ही इज सस्पेक्टिंग वन कि, and there is a big suspect, he's suspecting कि Haqqanis are dealing with Americans.
साला खुद पैसे ले रहा है वो ठीक है.
हाँ नहीं, they are dealing with Americans, they might give them bargain.
Okay.
ये Americans को वापस अंदर ले आएंगे. ठीक है, तो ये हमारे को अंडरमाइन करेगा एक वहां पर कि हमने इनकी बड़ी मुश्किल से इनको निकाला है, ये वापस इनको लेकर आएगा. He is ready to make it. He's, Akhundzada is more okay to deal with the Chinese than the Americans. तो इसको एक तो वो है कि ये Americans का influence के अंडर काम कर रहा है. दूसरा, he is a bit skeptical about Pakistan.
Yeah.
He thinks there is involvement of Pakistan in this, and he's right on that. The Pakistanis are involved to some extent. We cannot take that away. सेकेंड थिंग इज, अगर आप इसका देखोगे तो इसने क्या किया, इसने अरेस्ट वारंट निकलवाया, फिर इसने उसको खोरासानी को अंदर कर दिया लास्ट वीक. अब खैर खोरासानी फॉर 20 years वाज एन एलाई ऑफ यूएस. 20 साल था, फिर वो तालिबान में आया, उसने तालिबान ज्वाइन किया. तो ही इज रूटिंग आउट एनी सस्पेक्टेड पर्सन ही सस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ कैन अंडरमाइन, हैज अमेरिकन इन्फ्लुएंस और कैन अंडरमाइन. इसको ये लग रहा है कि कहीं ना कहीं स्प्लिट होगा. तो पहला इशू तो इसका सबसे बड़ा वो आता है. अब इसमें सबसे बड़ा मुझे जो लगता है, जहां तक वेयर आई एम रीडिंग द सिचुएशन, इज देयर इज वन पर्सन हु विल डिटरमिन द फेट व्हिच वे दिस विल गो. and that is Mullah Yaqub, who is number 2 in Taliban. He's their defense minister also and number 2 also. He is very quiet on this issue for now. वो काफी टाइम से कुछ नहीं बोल रहा. But he is the one who holds significant power. क्योंकि वो he is the son of Taliban founder मौलाना उमर का बेटा है. तो उसका पावर है वो बहुत ज्यादा है. And he has not hedged its bets कि किस साइड जाना है, इस साइड जाना है, इस साइड जाना है. एक तो वो बड़ा क्वाइट है, उसने कोई बात नहीं की है इसमें. He is somebody who holds the key in Afghanistan. But looking at Afghanistan today, मुझे ये लग रहा है कि there is a huge push not from US only. There is a huge push within the Muslim countries कि they want to liberalize a bit. They want to soft core करना चाहते हैं. देखो, मैंने आपको याद होगा कि मैंने आपको बोला था, अगर जुलानी जब सीरिया में आया, I told you there will be a Julani effect in Afghanistan. I don't know if you remember that or not. This is that Julani effect. Because what Muslim Brotherhood realizes now is that they are able to get the power. And they have to appear liberal. Somewhat liberal in Islamic terms. Not liberal, but Islamic liberal. Liberty where... वो strict शरिया, वो ISIS वाला शरिया नहीं, थोड़ा सा soft शरिया लगाकर आप उसको चलाओ. वही game they want to play in Afghanistan to stabilize Middle East and Afghanistan and create a synergy between the two.
Afghanistan में you can. Pakistan में you can't.
नहीं, Afghanistan में भी it will be very difficult.
It will be difficult, but फिर भी it's possible. डंडा राज है उधर पे, खींच लोगे आप. पाकिस्तान में नहीं कर सकते ये सब काम, लिबरलाइजेशन. नहीं, पाकिस्तान में तो लिबरलाइजेशन का क्वेश्चन ही नहीं ना. पाकिस्तान में तो दो है ना, एक तो हाईली लिबरलाइज्ड और हाईली रेडिकलाइज्ड है. एक है पाकिस्तान वैसी लेट नाइट रेव पार्टीज,
and most of them are radicalized, but still Pakistan ka they want Sharia in Pakistan also. Both the Haqqanis and this. So iska effect ye hai ki there are two things. Now I think there is another meeting which has been called. Let's see wo hoti hai nahi. I was telling you about this meeting only. So पिछले 1.5 महीने से there is back channel going on between Hibatullah, which is Hibatullah Akhundzada, and Sirajuddin Haqqani. Akhundzada has literally closed the doors on Haqqani. Mullah Baradar was in Kandahar for 3.5 weeks trying to negotiate a deal. Akhundzada refused to meet him. अखुनज़ादा उससे मिला ही नहीं. 3 हफ्ते वो कांदार में रहा, कोशिश करता रहा कि अखुनज़ादा से बात हो. अखुनज़ादा नहीं मिला है. So that is a very hardening stance there. The only message Akhundzada has said that if you push me into a corner, I will resign. That was his threat. But obviously that threat didn't work. Because they wanted to push him further. So pushing him further means that he's coming out. You know, there was a year and a half ago, if you remember, there was a news that Akhundzada has moved $60 million to protect himself in Kandahar and created a security ring around. ये 1.5 साल पहले की बात. तब भी इनके बीच में issue हुआ था, but that time it got worked. So he had literally fortified himself into Kandahar. And अगर आप अफगानिस्तान को देखोगे भी, अफगानिस्तान के 2 seat of power हैं. काबुल तो है ही है, but Kandahar is another very, very strong power center. Yeah, and these power centers have always clashed in Afghanistan. That is what kept Afghanistan very, fragmented in last 40 years during their Mujahideen or whatever rule they wanted to talk about. Kandahar और काबुल के बीच में हमेशा से एक जो है rift हमेशा से रही है. दोनों बड़ी powerful seats of power है. And both hold significant effect in Afghanistan. But what I'm hearing from the sources is that the other tribes are not really interested in getting into a fight. They want to stay out of it. I can't hear you. Sorry.
That's what I heard. What they are saying is कि भाई साहब साथ में बैठो, ये बकवास बंद करो, ठीक है? Go sit down and talk it out. हमने पहले भी हमारे झगड़े हुए थे, हमने उस टाइम में भी sort out किया था. उसके बाद 3 साल हम बैठे हुए हैं, 4 साल. Nothing has happened. Sit together and sort it out. तो यहाँ से धमकियां भी आ रही हैं दूसरी ट्राइब से कि भाई you both of you are, especially the problem is Akhundzada. Haqqani is more or less wanting to work it out. तो वहां से भी धमकियां आ रही हैं कि भाई साहब या तो आप आगे चलो, नहीं तो बैठ के सॉर्ट आउट करो, आपके पास 2 ऑप्शन है. तो ये भी मैं सुन, this is what is happening because
this is what my sources confirm.
without Akhundzad, Afghanistan will still be very stable. सब कुछ एकदम normal चलेगा. He's a
Yes.
figure, उसको बस respect करते हैं because he's a old Taliban.
नहीं, one, he is an old Taliban. Also, don't forget that Akhundzada, when he was, he was not chosen as a leader. Akhundzada was brought into the picture by Sirajuddin Haqqani. It is Haqqani who had supported him at that time, and others were not really ready to take him as a Taliban's head. Okay, it was Sirajuddin Haqqani who had put his weight behind Habatullah Akhundzada and then made sure that he becomes the Taliban leader. So their relationship is not that, it is a completely poles apart relationship.
Interesting.
Right. So it's a different relationship these two have. But the only concern they have is, and I think this is what they are dealing is, how to deal with the US and how to deal with the Pakistanis. Okay. One, Akhundzada is dead against doing anything, letting an American step into Afghanistan. And there are considerable rumors that Sirajuddin Haqqani might go down and say, okay, I'll give you Bagram or I'll give you something. So I think एक तो वहां पर पंगा है, वो major point of contention है इनके लिए. दूसरा, Akhundzada is very, very clear on Pakistan's involvement.
नहीं आएगा यहाँ पर. He hates Pakistan.
Even Haqqani is also very clear कि उसपे they are on the same page saying that यार हम पहले आपस में एक दूसरे को नहीं मारेंगे, पहले इनको मारेंगे फिर आपस में मारेंगे. उनका उसपे they are clear.
एक चीज याद
करना,
जो पाकिस्तानी एक दो देख रहे होंगे ये शो को, ज्यादा खुश मत होना, क्योंकि तालिबान और जो पश्तून वाली कोड है उसके हिसाब से ये अपने झगड़े अभी साइड में रखेंगे. ये चीज आप बड़ी
नहीं, they are very clear. That has been communicated. That difference has been worked. That difference has been worked out. They have said कि, we will kill each other at the last. First, we will take care of these buggers. So these people will not be getting into it. तुम लोग ठोकोगे. What Pakistan is hoping that this becomes violent.
I don't think so.
This is Pakistan's hoping. Okay, Pakistan has put enough pressure on UAE to tell them to back off the TTP and all that. That has been conveyed to Haqqani. They have not relented. But what Pakistan now is hoping is that the Kandharis and the Kabul fight among each other.
Interesting.
Because that will take the TTP pressure off them from KP, and the TTP will then be forced to fight for their respective leaders.
But interesting
because
thing is UAE, Middle East, सारे जितने जो होंगे, they would not want anything to go down here, including us.
Nobody wants anything to go down here. I don't think even the Americans want anything to go down there. Or the Americans wouldn't care. They don't care less. It's not going to be a problem, right? But the point is, will the UAE say that, no, we don't want anything to go down there? I think then they would be saying, we need to back Sirajuddin Haqqani and get rid of this old guard. What essentially how they made Jolani, they want to make Sirajuddin Haqqani. It's very, very simple. Okay, but that's a last game option.
Possible,
right?
It can be done.
If you see the relationship between the Iranians and Akhundzada, it's pretty good. Akhundzada has I forgot one of his commanders. He's the head of he's an IRGC guy. He heads the IRGC also. उसका एक commander है. उसका relationship है IRGC के साथ. मुझे नाम भूल गया उसका. I'll tell you his name. Very powerful leader. So he has very good working relationships with Iran also. Haqqani on the other side doesn't have that kind of a relationship. So there is that Iranian factor into it as well. That is why they're pushing Haqqani more than they're pushing Akhundzada. So this is what is happening in Afghanistan as of now. But what I see is that maybe by this weekend, we will come to know कि picture कहाँ clear हो रही है.
यार अगर तो झगड़े होने होते तो अभी तक शुरू हो जाते. गोली चलनी होती तो अभी तक चल जाती.
Look, I'm telling you, maybe they come to a thing where neither Haqqani nor Akhundzada, maybe it's Mullah.
Oh.
Right? Could be.
Okay.
Maybe it's neither of the two. Maybe it could be Mullah Yaqub. Maybe they settle on Mullah Yaqub.
Yaqub has our influence. Yaqub has influence from Saudi.
हाँ, so Yaqub is very very quiet ना. Yaqub का statement matters. अगर कल Yaqub ने ये बोल दिया कि नहीं I back Sirajuddin Haqqani, तो अखुनज़ादा तो गया अमीर से, उसको तो फिर छोड़ना पड़ेगा. But Yaqub is very quiet. Yaqub is waiting. So he is basically the kingmaker in Afghanistan in दोनों के बीच में अभी as of date. So let's see how this develops. What I came to know today is that Yaqub is holding a back channel talk with Haqqani. Yaqub is holding a back channel talk with Akhundzada.
जो पीस किंगमेकर बनेगा बीच में ये.
हाँ, he is the one who's actually talking to both of them and looking at how to solve this issue. मुझे ये लगता है कि
because I have not heard any news of any troop withdrawal from anywhere. कुछ नहीं है.
No, there is no withdrawal happening.
Actually, they are moving forward towards Pakistan. मेरे को तो ये news आ रही है और आए हैं.
They don't need to move forward. क्या होना है? वो already बैठे हुए हैं. अब उन्होंने कल वहाँ लाल मस्जिद के पास झंडा भी चढ़ा दिया. तालिबान का भी स्पाई साहबा तो भी और क्या चाहिए? इस्लामाबाद में झंडा भी चढ़ गया.
Yeah.
I had to put it that. They are already there, so they don't care. What I'm hearing is that they are looking at a partial kind of agreement. So partial agreement से ये है कि they will maybe कुछ schools ये कहीं कुछ provinces में खोल देंगे, but something very very tight, very soft, but overall they will be very hard. He might give consent to ठीक है ये अभी तो 6th class, 7th class, 8th class तक कर देंगे, उससे ज्यादा नहीं करेंगे. काबुल वाबुल में कहीं खोल देंगे, कुछ थोड़ा बहुत ये करेंगे, थोड़ी सी लूज ग्रिप करेंगे. Right? Second, Akhundzada is asking for counter guarantees on Americans. That is a difficult thing.
Yeah, वो difficult है, but
that is a difficult thing. That is what they will not be able to sort out. That is going to become a problem. इसको ये कैसे navigate करते हैं वो हमको देखना.
We have to see. Interesting.
Because Sirajuddin Haqqani is very very clear that I will give them Baghran to Thokofai Pakistan and Balochistan and ISKP. That is what Americans will also looking at eventually. How do we keep Balochistan and
the actions that Trump has taken in Africa, that tells me that ISKP को ठोकेंगे.
हाँ, so Sirajuddin Haqqani has made a very strong point saying that if the Americans are ready to help us in Pakistan and take over, hit them there, why should we have a problem? Akhundzada is saying, no, nothing doing, boss. They are not going to Thokofai you there. They are going to Thokofai us also. They are going to create problems for us also. So then we lose that legitimacy because, see, at the end of the day, in a radicalized mind, America is a bigger enemy. And it does fuel recruitment against Americans and attacks on Taliban if you let Americans come. This is a web they have created for themselves. This is the same web the Pakistanis have created for themselves. Pakistan mein everybody is like, oh, tum American agent ho, tum yo, with very this thing, without realizing कि तुम American dollar पे ही चल रहे हो, भीख तुम America से ही मांग. So this duplicity is something which is hurting them now. Right? In Pakistan, it is hurting them. American agent and all that agent, और तुम ये हो, तुम वो, America को गालियाँ, Israel को गालियाँ कि हमारे दुश्मन है. But तुम डॉलर उन्हीं से ले रहे हो, पैसा तुम उन्हीं से ले रहे हो. बस तो तुम कुछ भी कर लो, but पैरों में तो उधर ही पड़े हुए तुम. Right? So वो एक इसमें ये है. Second thing is Akhundzada कि if we let the Americans in, then how do we justify what is happening in Middle East? How do we justify what is happening in Gaza? They are very quiet on Gaza. But ideologically, they are in support of Hamas in Gaza. Very clear. Okay, so that is very difficult to sell in Afghanistan. And that gives Pakistan an excuse to become, say that they are the ISKP guys, to see they are the murtads and they need to be taken out. So that opens a front against. Third thing is पैसों की लड़ाई, which I have not spoken about till yet.
So there is something which is there.
No, but this is a big ladai, huh?
Yeah.
Because Akhundzada is saying ki not a penny without my consent. But then Haqqani is saying ki I get my share and I'll keep my share. He's saying ki centralize the fund and I will be distributing it. Haqqani is saying nothing, boss. What I get is what I get. What you get is what you get. right? So that is another fight they have. But I have heard today that Mullah Yaqub is now, being an intermediate between the two. He's looking at a via solution. Dekho, agar to they have to go down peacefully, and the Shura decides peacefully. I don't know if they will go towards Sirajuddin Haqqani. If they don't go towards Sirajuddin Haqqani, I am betting ki next could be Mullah Yaqub.
By the way, for everybody, who is Mullah Yaqub? वो भी बता दो.
Mullah Yaqub is currently the defense minister of Afghanistan. He is the son of founder of Taliban of Muhammad Umar. He's a very powerful man, a very well-respected man, very powerful man, a man who is instrumental in bringing all tribes together in Afghanistan and forming a Taliban government. So he's a man who wields immense influence in Afghanistan as of today. And
by the way, most of our interactions that happen with him only.
He is the one.
You'll be surprised.
Everybody's
Mullah Umar's son. We have a huge relationship with him.
Yeah, he is the one who handles most of the talks. Serious talks, he's the one who handles because he has that level-head kind of brain. Okay. So, देखते हैं अब ये है कि कहीं ये ना हो कि मुझे ये लग रहा है there is another possibility also. Mm-hmm. Another possibility is, see, they already took out Khalil, this Haqqani. He was assassinated to weaken Sirajuddin Haqqani because he was the real brains and the man behind it, right? कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि अखुनज़ादा के एक दो बंदे हो जाएं
weaken करने के लिए.
हाँ.
Quite possible.
But then that will be a problem because then they will come and fight. And that is something which not everybody is very, very eagerly waiting for. There could also be a reason that they divide Afghanistan into two and say, "Theek hai, tum us side dekho, hum is side dekho." But that is also not going to settle it. So, kahin na kahin, I think, boss, there is a bit of a play happening, but this weekend tak we should have a bit of a clearer picture of what is happening in Afghanistan. क्योंकि Afghanis are facing the pressure. एक तो USA ID का बंद हो गया, ठीक है, तो वो डॉलर्स आने बंद हो गए. वो एक प्रॉब्लम है.
आ रहे.
ठीक है. नहीं वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? बट
नहीं, Tuesday morning plane landed. Blue bag, same everything.
हाँ, but still, that money has been cut out, and he will cut them out if he doesn't get a deal.
$87 million came into Afghanistan Tuesday morning, India time 10:15. It landed in Kabul.
हो सकता है. I'm not saying नहीं आए होंगे, but I'm just saying कि वो बंद हो जाएंगे. If they don't listen to what the Americans want, they don't find a deal, वो पैसे बंद हो जाएंगे. That money is going to get shut. That's for sure.
Yeah. Then
already sanctions.
We and UAE or Saudi will have to pay more.
But will we be paying $100 million a week to them? No, of course not. We might not be doing that.
You'll give about 20-30 million. Saudis and UAE will give another 20-30. And I mean,
I don't think the Saudis will give them openly that money. Unless and until, see, everybody now realizes, why would Saudi give you money if you don't follow them?
But your interest in
so then they will
be same. Yeah.
So then they will create a situation wherein they will create so much of shortage in Afghanistan that Afghanis will be, now what do we do? Then we have to agree. So you will use this as a negotiating tool for them to settle down on your demands or Saudi's demand or UAE's demand. UAE is the one who's playing the big ball here. They will also say, "Okay, hum tumko $30 million de denge," but then you have to listen to us. At the moment, Akhundzada is not ready to listen to anybody. So that is going to hurt Afghanistan. It is going to hurt them. They are going to get into trouble if they don't sort it out. And that is what Mullah Yaqub is trying to avoid. Because they are saying that we have come into power. 2, we have fought for 40 years. Everybody is tired. Nobody wants to do it. And if we lose power this time, then it's going to be very difficult to come back.
That's it. The world will not accept it. Yeah.
We will not be accepted again. So there's a lot at stake in Afghanistan.
Yeah. I think
now how hardline.
To me, one thing is that there is a certain sense of maturity that has come into the Taliban after this thing. Ye ladkiyon ka issue and this and that. They keep doing. but their economy, their whole lot of stuff that they're doing, which is pretty interesting, because I find them kind of being very pragmatic with regards to their structure of organization, their government, and this and that, their court systems. And वो हाथ वाथ नहीं काटते. They talk about Sharia, but they don't cut hands and all that stuff.
No, they do it, boss. उन्होंने परसों फ्लॉग किया एक औरत को और एक मर्द को काबुल में. They still doing this. No. See, no, they are doing it. That all is on. It's just that you don't get it.
But the game is that they've been able to stabilize that place. They've been able to de-addict a lot of people from drugs, which is very good. They've been able to keep a check at a whole lot of other things. So pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what they're doing, considering the situation.
The only thing they have done. Dekho, I am not somebody who's going to sing praises of Taliban. Okay? I'll tell you one thing. My assessment, the only thing they have done is they have tried to stabilize Afghanistan as a country. Okay? By hook, by crook. Their methods are still the same. Their laws are still the same. Their aggression is still the same. Their punishments are still the same. Their way of looking at things is still the same, except they believe that they have liberated their land and they want to stabilize. Okay? And they have also realized that who their enemies are and they are dealing with them as well. They want to stabilize and they want to make themselves powerful. Now they are looking at ways ahead of how to wield more power and more regional influence. So आज की डेट में सबसे बड़ी problem है. They are not recognized. The government is not recognized. Russia has tried to make efforts. We have a council there. Americans just closed down Serena, by the way. So Serena hotel band kar diya unhone wahan par. They have packed up. Right. So their first thing is to get legitimacy. Even governments, Muslim countries are not ready to legitimize them. That is what UAE and others are telling them, that if you let this happen, this girl child education happen and things happen, then you will at least get that legitimacy. At least we can accept you that you are right and you are a nation. आज की डेट में the government is not recognized. So उनके लिए सबसे बड़ा challenge है कि how to stabilize ourselves and how to do this. Then उनके लिए सबसे दूसरा बड़ा challenge ये है कि how to keep everybody happy within themselves. Because that is a big challenge for them.
Yeah.
How to stay together. Because they have so many, fault lines within each other. And that's built over the years that it is very difficult. It's commendable that in last 4 years, they have largely been able to do that. They have been able to bring everybody together and say, we can function as a country and we can live as people, which was not possible.
That's what I was referring to. They've been able to kind of stabilize the place. Function, get food, shit like that.
They have been able to. Look, their economy is better than Pakistan. Their value of Afghan is much better than the Pakistani. One USD is equal to 80 Afghans and 1 USD is equal to 300 PKR.
That's.
I'm just making a off the remark thing. But मैं वो कह रहा हूँ कि they, it's commendable what they have done in terms of keeping Afghanistan together. But is it the right way to govern a country? I am not very sure. At the end of the day, you cannot, I mean, it's very inhuman to treat women the way they treat men. Let's be very honest about it. It's extremely inhuman. You don't have medical facilities. अच्छा वो नया डिक्टेट निकाल दिया, ये जोर से बात नहीं कर सकती, कहीं पर आप बातें नहीं कर सकते, इनकी आवाज नहीं आनी चाहिए. I mean, this is all ridiculous nonsense stuff. Very primitive. I don't know which ideology this comes from. This is nonsense. I don't approve of it.
They can't laugh.
They can't talk loud. Laugh to छोड़ दो. Laugh तो बहुत late है. ठीक है. They're still flogging them. They're still doing a lot of stuff. Drug addiction is a problem in Afghanistan. Crime is a problem in Afghanistan. A lot of things don't get reported out of Afghanistan. Okay, they have assassinated so many people in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's a ruthless place, but they've been able to keep it together. And today, Today there was a statement that they said that we will not let our land to be used for attacks on anyone. That will not happen. So आज भी उन्होंने वही statement दिया, and they keep giving that statement every 2-3 months. So.
they keep on giving that statement. वो तो उनका day one से है. Since they took over, they always said that. They have been saying that. But let's see that how they are able to do that. अभी तो ये है कि Pakistanis are the ones who are, funding terrorism and perpetrating terrorism. उधर से ज़्यादा हो रहा है. The Afghans have been able to control it, which is good. They have been able to divert them here and there. But कितनी देर तक इन जहादियों को diverted रखोगे और कितनी देर तक united रखोगे? It's a challenge in Afghanistan. It's not going to be easy.
Interesting. So चलो आज मैंने एक चीज निकाल के रखी है पाकिस्तान के बारे में. I don't know if many people have seen this wonderful little video that I want to show you. ठीक है, it is about an American woman stuck in Pakistan. ठीक है, तो let's watch that. And
she's not stuck in Pakistan, yaar. She has come to Pakistan on her own to marry that bloody 19-year-old boy she fell in love with. Now so she's asking for what is she asking? $1 million?
100,000. ठीक है.
So $100,000 to fix up Karachi.
Yeah, so let's watch that and see what she has to say.
Okay, I would love for you guys saying he talked too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखिए, यही मेरी बात की तारीफ.
Listen, you talk too much. It's not.
Come here, please come here.
Listen.
Please.
Be quiet. I'm not sitting down. My plan is to reconstruct this whole country. Okay. I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week. Okay, in my pocket, in cash. Okay, that's a demand to the government. The government is gonna fix up buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. Okay, I would love for you guys to please understand that Pakistan is in need of new buses, cabs, new cars. Please listen to what I'm saying. My name is Onaija Ahmed. Please understand. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
अच्छा बस आप मैं इस मौके पर ये कहना चाहूँगा फैसल पे जो है वो
Okay.
और फिर उसके बाद जो है वो
Listen, I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Naidel Hamid. I'm Onaija Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai. It's private. I'm Muslim and it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Have a nice day. I'm not talking.
This is a mockery. This is what Pakistan has reduced themselves to. Honestly, how horrible is this? How do you allow this thing in your country? By the way, ये t-shirts पे चिप्पा क्या लिखा हुआ था पीछे इनके? चिप्पा 202 something. What the hell is चिप्पा 202?
The best thing, the best thing, she's been staying there since October. ठीक है, अक्टूबर से रह रही है वो. उसका वीजा खत्म हो गया ना. पाकिस्तानी तो बढ़ रही है, इसको बाहर फेंके यहाँ रखे करेंगे इसके साथ.
इमेजिन यार वो आई है 19 साल के लड़के के पीछे. मतलब दिस इज द स्टेट ऑफ पाकिस्तान. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज द पाकिस्तानी टेलिंग अ चाइनीज आई नीड टू रीबिल्ड पाकिस्तान, गिव मी 100,000 फॉर गॉड सेक. अगर इसको मैं पॉलिटिकली ब्रेक करूं ना, ये जरदारी जाके चाइना को बोल रहा है कि तुम चुप करो, मेरी बात सुन लो, हमको पैसे दे दो.
This is, I mean, absolute ridiculousness. And the worst part is now, शाम को आया, they put her in a mental hospital.
They put her, they should put the people who are standing with her and saying this mullahs and all that कि हाँ हम ये करेंगे. They should also go to mental hospital for hosting her. How can you host somebody like that, get people into this and say I need this and I am going to do this and I'm going to do that? Super crazy. But this is what defines Pakistan. This is the level of Pakistani intellect. This is what Pakistan is. Pakistan needs new buses and new cabs, for God's sake. The woman wants to build a city for herself. इनको हटा देना चाहिए. मरियम नवाज को हटा के इसी को कुर्सी पे बिठा देना चाहिए. शायद ये कुछ कर भी ले, कुछ गाड़ियां वाड़ियां ले आए वहां पे. इतना बुरा.
You never know.
Maybe she will be able to fix some of their problems. She might turn out better than. इसने क्या साइकिल लगाई हुई थी? अखिलेश यादव की साइकिल वाली टी-शर्ट पहन के गई हुई है.
पता नहीं क्या है ये. I mean, and when I'm मैं देख रहा हूँ इसको, मैं बोला यार ये कर क्या रही है? What is
ये कुछ नहीं कर रही है. This is this is what Pakistanis are doing. They are creating all
बंदा
kinds
बाहर
of
निकला, जो ये सो कॉल्ड अहमद बंदा है, वो बाहर निकला, ठीक है, कहता हाँ जी मैं ही हूँ जिसके पीछे ये आई है, इसको जरा $5,000 देके भगा दो मैं फिर बाहर
मैं
आता
वही
हूँ।
कह रहा हूँ ना, 19 साल का लड़का है जिसके पीछे आई है, और ये मौलाना साहब देखो वो अपने मजे ले रहा है बैठ के, यार उनको शर्म नहीं आती, और किस तरह इसको डांट के बोल रही है चुप करो, और ये मतलब look, Pakistanis are doing this deliberately to keep their people busy into these kind of nonsense circus. They know the real stuff they will never talk about. Right. So it's horrible.
On top of that, the best thing is that guy comes out, इसे इसको बोलो यार दे दो, मैं कहीं पे छुपा हुआ हूँ, मैं अभी बाहर नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि बाहर आऊंगा तो मुझे पकड़ लेगी
ये obviously it's a mental case. डिपोर्ट करो, अगर नहीं है वीजा, तुमने विदाउट वीजा रखा हुआ है, वो बिल चढ़ाएंगे, फिर अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट को बोलेंगे लाओ जी इतने डॉलर हमने रखे, इसको इतने दिन रखे, इसका खाना पीना दो हमको, उसका वो पैसा जेब में डालेंगे, उनको पैसों से डॉलर कहीं से भी डॉलर आ जाए, $10 भी आ जाए, बड़े कुछ होते हैं, इनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
When I saw this, I was like, the hell is this nonsense यार, ये क्या है?
This is ridiculous. Level of ridiculousness in Pakistan. This is what it defines it.
और बंदे खड़े हैं उसके आसपास।
Level of ridiculous they define.
हमारे साथ भी ये हुआ था ना, एक पाकिस्तानी आई थी, क्या नाम है उसका, वो आंटी का?
हाँ, उसका कुछ ना, सीमा हैदर, हाँ।
ठीक है, सीमा हैदर।
2-3 दिन मीडिया पागल हो गई थी। 2-3 दिन मीडिया पागल हो गई थी।
जरूर हो गई थी, but no, she didn't have the courage to come out and say, I'm going to break down your country and rebuild it.
No, rebuild to what? Where she came from and what she has seen here, it's a sea of a difference. You think Pakistan has the kind of facilities we have here? She has come to a first world country. वो तो मुझे लगता है सड़क पे देख के अपने आप को अपना मेकअप करती होगी कि यहाँ की सड़कें कितनी अच्छी हैं as compared to Pakistan. She has nothing to complain about.
Out of this thing, she's doing her YouTube shows and this and that. I checked on it. मैं बोला यार किसके साथ कुछ हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? उसने asylum seek करा है by the way. काफी लोगों ने बोला इसको asylum दे दो यार, साला कहाँ जाएगी ये, वापस मार देंगे।
यार look, at the end of the day, if she fell in love with the boy, she's married here to Indu. What is the problem यार? यहाँ से लोग के पाकिस्तान जाके शादियाँ करने को तैयार हैं, तो वहाँ से भी
she's left Islam,
but then
उसने सब बर्बाद कर दिया।
Whether she's left, she's not left. At the end of the day, she's living a happy married life. It's just okay. As long as she's not some trouble, that is fine.
No, she's not.
She can do TikTok, YouTube, whatever she wants.
Yeah, a lot of people, including me, were worried about it, but she's not. She's not even done anything.
No, but you know, there is a genuine worry here. There are a lot of Pakistanis who come into India without visas, and we don't come to know कि आते कहाँ से हैं। ये बांग्लादेश से आते हैं, ठीक है? हम we have not been able to do that. नेपाल, बांग्लादेश दोनों जगह से आते हैं, बांग्लादेश से भी आते हैं। So we have to look at this very seriously. On a serious note, we have to be very serious about how they get it. So there is a problem we have, and it's a serious problem we have. But then Seema Haider is not a problem. Nobody will come with 3 kids and try to do nonsense.
3 kids.
But then, yeah, I think they should send her to Afghanistan. This lady.
Yeah.
The Pakistani should send her there.
नहीं यार. She should be kept for Champions Trophy.
हाँ, she should actually be kept for Champions Trophy.
क्या वो? She should be kept
mascot of Pakistani team. No, she should be the mascot for Pakistani team.
Mascot for Pakistan Champions Trophy. Guys, आप जरा वोट करो और बताओ पाकिस्तान के बारे में। सब लोग ये बोलेंगे कि ये लेडी सी आई हैं, बड़ी प्यारी हैं, इनको जरा आप मैस्कॉट बना लो। पाकिस्तान आपका जो चैंपियंस लीग होने वाला है, वैसे भी स्टेडियम की हालत और ये लेडी की हालत सेम ही है, तो आप इसको मैस्कॉट बना लो। शी विल फिट योर एब्सोल्यूट केस। ऑलराइट, लेट्स गेट इनटू द क्वेश्चंस गाइस। सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है, वीडियो को लाइक करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए चैनल को, and share this with your friends and families. Thank you so much for watching. And आज से election खत्म होना चाहिए, so कल से I think we should be back into square one. But still, guys, please support the channel as much as you can. हवा बहुत जोर से निकाली है इस बार। तो दिल्ली का इलेक्शन साला इतना सा स्टेट नहीं है, बहस सब कुछ बंद कर रखा है लोगों ने। But thank you so much, and of course you guys can contribute towards this channel using the QR code या फिर PayPal या फिर super chats, and let's go. काफी सारे सवाल है, so let's kind of rush through them. Abhishek ji, Ranjan Bali ji, thank you so much for becoming members. Billa Baba ki jai, thank you so much. He says, so ISI succeeded in creating rift between factions.
Yes, to some extent.
I would say
to some extent. They've used the situation. They have not They are not the ones who have created it. The pressure is coming from MB, but they are the ones who have, who have also contributed to this. Yes, they have.
Yeah. Partition, Saab, thank you. Haqqani from Zardan tribe based in East, far less in numbers than Abdali Khilji tribe based in the South. Pashtun Taliban unity hard to break. To keep Ahmad Masood, Tajik, Uzbek, Hazara, NRF out of power. That's true. That's true.
True,
I
yeah,
think.
but look, I think there is too much of a concentration on Pashtuns. I think we are overly concentrating on Pashtuns. मुझे ये लगता है कि this whole the Pashtun overwhelmingly Taliban was Pashtun when they started. But I think we have to understand that the nomenclature of Taliban has also changed over the years. And that is to be seen here. You can see that maturity coming. Right. So, and look, Ahmad Shah Massoud, as I said, at his era, he was one of the greatest fighters Afghanistan had. Right. He was very different. But looking at his son, I don't see he has stakes in Afghanistan. मतलब ground पे उसके पास कोई support नहीं. Very, very few people. And in Afghanistan, if you are not somebody who has mass support of your own tribe, then it is very difficult for you to have a foothold. So let's see how NRF and all those fight. But even in NRF, they were never together. They always had trouble. And that is the reason I think why, everybody in Afghanistan is under the Taliban belt, because they could see what NRF did in Afghanistan. They were not able to bring Afghanistan in as one country. They always had factions there. And they were highly corrupt. So I think that is why people back Taliban on the ground as of now, because they're saying at least sans listen. For now, it is like at least we can breathe. In whatever way we are breathing, we are able to breathe. I think that is the difference. I can't hear you. Your voice is gone, sir.
Billah Baba ki jai. Once again, thank you. He says India plan for action in case Afghanistan crumbles, Pakistan win. Pakistan will not win.
No, yaar, it is not going to crumble. I don't know why there is an echo. No, it is not crumbling. Crumbling nahi ho rahi. Crumble, the Pakistanis are crumbling in KP for sure. Right? और उसका domino effect, if Afghanistan crumble, domino effect Pakistan में बहुत गंदा आएगा. Pakistan will not win. The domino effect will be very bad in Pakistan.
If Afghanistan crumbles, Pakistan will fall in 1 year. Both of us will be wrong.
It will. There will be a huge domino effect. So it is not going to happen. What is going to happen is power struggle is going to happen between the two. You might. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but you cannot rule out a skirmish. You cannot rule out. Some instability you can rule out, but I don't think that it is going to get divided where everybody is going to take one side or the other side and going to start fighting. वो मुझे नहीं दिख रहा होगा. That is not going to happen.
Pawan ji, thank you so much for your contribution. Agatsya ji, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thakkar ji, thank you so much. Adi sir, thank you for what you do. Thank you. With Trump in power, unrealistic to expect a pro-India and pro-West government in Afghanistan like that of Ashraf Ghani. It's Ghani, Ghani. Or are we stuck with Taliban for good? I think Taliban is better than Ghani. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you mean by pro-India? I mean, at the end of the day, with Ashraf Ghani, what was pro about Ashraf Ghani? Okay, we had working relations with them, right? But we had our own set of problems. The infiltration of Afghans was very high in Kashmir during that time. With Taliban, we have not seen that kind of infiltration happening in Kashmir. We have a working relationship with NRF. We have a working relationship with Taliban. I don't think it is a problem. I don't understand this pro-India. Nobody is sitting, no other country is going to go and say, we are going to give our lives for India. Nobody does that. As a matter of fact,
I would say the opposite, that during Ashraf Ghani's term, Pakistanis were able to establish terrorist training camps.
Lashkar-e-Toiba had 30 camps.
Lashkar-e-Toiba
had more than 30 camps. Jaish-e-Mohammed had more than 30 camps. These were the camps which are running in Afghanistan. So see, it's a working relationship. For now, we have a very stable working relationship with Taliban, right? Yeah. So whoever is in power will work with them. It's as simple as that. Yeah. And if they're hostile to you, good luck to them.
Thank you so much, Billah Babaji. Once again, can India make truce between the factions? Pakistan breakup delay. Pakistan will...
No, I don't think so. We are the ones who are going to make any truce between the factions. I think it is the UAE and the Islamic countries. And look, it's a Muslim Brotherhood game, and they will play this better. We will not be, party to negotiating party, but yeah, they will work it out on their own.
Swapnil ji, thank you. Is Agniveer reducing our strength and manpower? No. It's actually increasing the manpower. Strength remains pretty much
The same. Why would it reduce?
And once again, thank you. What minerals does Afghanistan have, and can we tap it? We are.
A lot of minerals they have. They have copper, they have gold, they have bitumen, they have so many minerals. It's a very mineral-rich country. Can we tap in long run? Hopefully, yes. If Afghanistan completely stabilizes
No, there are
and
two
gets
mines that we
recognized.
are working in. China has 4 mines. We have 2.
We are working on them, but not officially we are working on them. In a sense, it's not a... So we are not working there. When it's not official, I don't consider working.
Ashuji, thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for all the hard work and great analysis. Thank you. Thank you for your lovely comment. Snopnilji, once again, thank you. Can we legitimize the reform Taliban jointly?
Look, we have made some steps saying that, yeah, we might recognize you if you guys get better. We threw out the old diplomats from here. We have a couple of them Taliban diplomats sitting in Delhi as of now. So, yeah, softly, we do recognize Taliban as and when, other countries start officially recognizing them, will we also recognize them? I think, yes, we would.
Interesting. Venkataji, thank you. Wonderful comment, actually. Something to think about. Sir, I've taken time and understood that super Hindus are mainly proper fake Bangla Pak Chinese bot accounts. Some news Hindus who are coming back to Hindu fold just want the quick response from the government. Yeah, that's there. Quick response is fine. But
No, that is true.
काफी सारे हीनोज हैं, हिंदूज इन नेम ओनली जिनको बोलते हैं हम लोग. ठीक है, सुपर हिंदू.
हाँ, वो कई तो हैं जो पाकिस्तान चलाता है, वो बॉट फार्मिंग उनके बांग्लादेश में होती है. वो तो दिस इज आई एग्री, यू आर राइट. You will see many Pakistani accounts having,
भगवान जी की फोटो एंड लगे हुए हैं उसके बाद. All right. राजा साहब, आदि भाई प्लीज एक मीम का सेगमेंट रखिए once a week. Last time was funny. Yes. Or else Aadi must resign. दिखा दिया मैंने आपको.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I did see some memes today, but I forgot to pass it to Aadi bhai. I should have done it. I'm really sorry.
Pakistan is one show. I don't mind it to be a little foolish also.
हाँ, नहीं, I will. There are so many memes which come on Pakistan. I mean, latest भी कोई आया है, तो मैं भेजूंगा वो. जरदारी और उसका है बेटी. बेटी और जरदारी का है.
Yeah. And there is a junior Superman, unknown gunman, and senior Superman, who's Vivek Thakur. Thank you so much, both of you, man. I'm just kidding by junior, senior, but thank you so much for your contribution. Venkata Saab, once again, thank you. Indian travelers who are going to China are doing a lot of propaganda on India, creating bad impressions on Indians, especially by part-time travelers in China. Oh yeah, they sell their souls for a couple of yens. So fair enough.
Yeah, you cannot help it at the end of the day. You're going to see all kind of narratives, all kind of people. Everybody wants impressions. Everybody wants things. There are so many things which happen. So this is not something you can control. As long as you are not hurting the nation and you're crossing a line, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You are free to voice.
But by the way, let me tell you, all of these guys go on the investigation. The second they land back into the country, IB and everybody gets after them. So their lives are bad after that.
But at the end of the day, it is your wisdom of what you want to believe, what you don't want to believe. It's your wisdom to accept it or not to accept it. That's how I see it.
All right, Kapilji says, sir, ये American Seema Haider लगती है.
नहीं यार, Seema Haider is far more sensible than this one. Yaar. This one is a loose nut. Yeah. Seema Haider still has some sensibility. This woman is a complete nut.
You're very welcome, Ashu Saab. Live and let live. Thank you so much. Hamas and POK terrorists, please address. It's scary. It's not. Hamas was.
Yeah, look, it is not. It is not scary at all. There is nothing to be scared about. And I'll tell you something. I've been saying this repeatedly. I'll say this again. Lashkar-e-Toiba has a huge influence in Hamas. LET is not an Indian-centric terror organization. LET has wings all around the world. This Pakistan creation of Hamas, इनका जो ये है ना कि ये Hamas में भी घुस रहे हैं, ये हर जगह घुस रहे हैं. This is a Pakistani problem, and the Pakistanis are going to be dealt with very, very strongly with this thing. And obviously they have they want to rake up this sentiment. Let them do it. It doesn't give us. By the way, I'm very happy to see one Hizbul Mujahideen's commander standing today and saying that we are very disappointed with Pakistan because Pakistan doesn't do anything. So this tells you that reality also, they know that they're disappointed with Pakistan. They voiced more of a concern that with the Pakistani state. So they have also given up on Pakistan. So let them go to hell. They can sit and do whatever they want. Again, I lost you. Sir, aapka mute ho raha tha.
I was clicking. So you guys want to see Hamas in Pakistan? Here we go.
Yeah, Hamas and Pakistan.
ठीक है. These were Hamas soldiers. This is Pakistani military establishment. ठीक है. So there is enough. बहुत है.
There is enough evidence.
Enough evidence is available.
Yeah.
Gabo, he says, have Pakistani lost control over majority portions of the country, BLF and TTP. They're like Titanic, which has hit the iceberg awaiting inevitable drowning. Watch last Sunday's episode, brother. Get some more
lost
details.
on this. I'll just give you a small thing. They have lost control in KPK. Okay? They're losing their writ in Balochistan. KPK, they have lost it. They're in dire states.
All right. Swapnil ji, he says, will Haqqani 2.0 be good for us? If
Yeah,
it's a Haqqani.
we will work. If it's a Haqqani 2.0, yeah, he will be good for us because he has to balance and he has to work with us. He will work with us. Don't worry. Look, anything coming from UAE is going to be good for us.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Once again, he says, thank you. Which faction will be good for us? Both.
We have to learn to work with both. Yeah. Nobody is inimical to you in both of them. Nobody is your sworn enemy in both of them. You know, so we don't really, they are worried ki who's going to be there and who's not going to. Whoever
Ashwin
comes
ji,
will work with them.
Sorry. Ashwin ji, thank you so much for your contribution. Code tips, thank you so much. Aadi resigned. Why? Because leftists are crying everywhere. Okay. Excuse me. Ashwin ji, again, Abdul Qadir Balkhi, the spokesperson of Taliban, told CBS News they want to open a new chapter with USA and dialogues, and they're going to keep the weapons. Yeah, he did.
Look, he said that, but if you look, Suhail Shaheen has gone quiet. He's the official spokesperson for Taliban, right? Balkhi has given a hint to the Americans that we have the weapons and they are with us. We are okay to talk to you. We don't have a problem. So that is fine. Why would they not talk to Americans? They will talk to Americans.
True.
I told you, they will talk to Americans as long as Americans are ready to hit Pakistanis. It's as simple as that.
Hiren ji, thank you. Dr. Kamar Chima. Doctor का बन गया वो?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to say it.
किसका डॉक्टर है वो?
Stupidity का.
Okay. समझ गया. Dr. Kamar Chima is an establishment person. I confirmed there is a landline in his house. Okay. We knew that. We've been saying it.
So, what's the big deal if he has a landline?
Shiva Shakti ji, thank you.
We don't know.
Great analysis, not anywhere available anywhere else. Thank you, ji. And I'm going to brag a little bit. पहले बोल रहा हूँ, माफी करना. But ये channel उसी के लिए है यार. Angry Hanuman ji, thank you. Raja Saab looks like a super spy. Love you and love Aadi and Aadi resign. Thanks क्या मेरी resignation जो है यार.
यार ऐसा क्या हो गया? आदि भाई से क्यों नाराज हो आप लोग? आदि भाई से resign मत मांगो.
Prakhar ji, thank you so much. Missed the show. Will watch later. Please do, sir.
Please do, sir.
All right. Vijay Singh ji, how will Pakistani army deal with its upcoming breakup?
Well, the Pakistani army, how will we deal with it? The way they have been dealing with it, one Jarnal will come and he thinks he's the king and the master of Pakistan and holds everything. So how will they deal with it? They will accept it and they will live in denial. They have always lived in denial. So they will deal with it. They will say it was never historically tha hi nahi hamare ko, kya karoge? They will do that. They will look at creating strategic that within Pakistan now. That's the first thing they do.
Yeah. Jai ji, Aadi bhai, Jai Bhairav Baba, Jai Bhairav Baba ji. Sir, do we have any private army like Blackwater, Wagner?
No, sir.
Sir, if we had, we won't be discussing it on a YouTube channel. But
we don't have and we don't need one.
We don't need one.
As simple as that.
Sir, you say Arzu is Pakistani intelligence agent, but her views and people who participate exposes Pakistan's real statuses, which is given to her in writing by the Pakistani intelligence.
So they want you to watch her, no? They want you to believe her. So they will give you all the soft data. So you say, हाँ पाकिस्तान को गाली निकाली, फिर जो उसको करवाना होता है वो बोलती है और आप बोलते हो हाँ यही हो गया. This is how information warfare is played.
Yeah. Siri ji says one of the reasons Afghans are continuously engaged in wars, Gandhari gave them a sharp Shakuni that your kingdom will not have peace and suffer wars. One by one invasions by Russians, Americans, etc. I've read about this, quite possible. All right. Vivek ji कहते हैं Pakistan should only hope that its name doesn't get officially changed to Bikaristan in the United Nations.
There will be a day when there will be no Pakistan, so the name would be gone.
Yeah. All right. Sandeep Kumar ji, news coming out of Pakistan, LET, JEM and Hamas have joined hands. They've always had their hands joined together.
Yeah, they had it joined together. It has never been that they don't have. You have to understand the man who's heading that right now is from Uji Group, which is Harkatul Jihadul Islam. जिसके ब्रेकअप के बाद JEM बना था. It's Masood Azhar's man sitting on top in that amalgamation. And look, all these jihadis are same. You call them whatever you want to call them. LET and Hamas have a very working relationship in the Middle East. LET has supported Hamas a lot, trained them, provided them with funds. There's a lot which happens between them. The Iranians on one side, the LET on the other side. It's an amalgamation of what is happening. But saying that, you can do whatever you want to do inside Pakistani borders. You dare come this side, you get hokified. Good luck to you, boss. You want to die, please come. We are happy taking you back.
क्या बोलते हैं? Target practice.
तुम वहाँ बैठ के कुछ भी करते रहो, हमको क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? As long as you are not.
Target practice करेंगे हम. All right.
And honestly, if the Pakistanis really want to save themselves as a nation, the Pakistani army should resign. These jihadis should go and fight for Pakistan. Maybe they will be able to save some of Pakistan.
True. Gitanjali ji says we still haven't raised the defense budget with respect to GDP. God forbid a war starts. How are we going to manage? Don't worry, ma'am. Don't worry about
this. I don't see any war start. I don't see any war starting. Yeah,
we are fine.
We are pretty manageable.
We are pretty
manageable. We are not living in an era of wars. No war is starting.
Rabindra Tiwari ji, Aadi, you know Pakistanis are sold out to the Americans. Don't you think when the USA will use Pakistanis for Iran, USA will shut the BLA and its freedom fight? Iran, of course, yes. But will USA shut the BLA, Raja ji?
Why would BLA be shut by Americans? The BLA cannot be shut by the Americans. Why would they do that? The Americans, it's completely against their interest. BLA is the one which is keeping the Chinese away from taking Balochistan completely. The way they are thokifying Pakistanis, making chicken out of them, roasted, that too. Every day they get roasted chicken out of Pakistani soldiers. Imagine happening that with the Chinese. Then tell me why would they want that to happen? One. Number two, yes, the Pakistanis, look, they have squeezed Pakistan to the last drop. They know that Pakistan is not a trusted ally, no. So why would the Americans put so much of effort in Pakistan? They deal with it the way they are dealing with it. That's it.
That's true. All right. Gulkaran Singh, Paji कहते हैं कि sir, at what point of time conflict consent in the murder or assassination of a lost life in Haqqani faction? I guess through ISKP. How did they react and come on one point?
Dekho, I will tell you something. There is going to be this is a very good question. And I agree with you on this. I'll tell you why. There is going to be a clash between the hardliners and the softliners, whether it is Syria, whether it is Iraq, whether it is Afghanistan, whether it is Pakistan. There will be a point which will come where ISKP and Taliban, this HUJ, whatever they are, they will clash. It will happen. But that time is away. Now, just repeat the question. I want to answer something else also. He said, I forgot what he had written. Please repeat it.
He says, will there be a murder assassination through the ISKP?
Or through the ISKP. Now, if we look at Khalil Haqqani's murder, the Afghans are very tight-lipped about it. And they are saying it was ISKP, but there are some internal reports saying no, it was not ISKP. But I will tell you something, and this is from a very reliable source. They had literally decided that they will hit somebody in GHQ if this doesn't stop. So their revenge might be sweet, but it might be served extremely cold. Okay. एक चीज अफगानिस्तान में याद रखना, that the murder doesn't goes unavenged. It's never, they never follow a policy of, never forget, never forgive. They follow a policy of a death has to be avenged. Khalil Haqqani's death will be avenged, and we will come to in a couple of months where it will be avenged. Whether it will be inside Afghanistan or whether it will be in Pakistan, we'll come to.
I won't be surprised if a hit comes on Asim Munir himself. So
I'm just saying it will be in Pakistan or Afghanistan, will come. But it will come.
Abhishek, he says, ask any update on Chabahar port, or India will have to play some other game to engage with Afghanistan. Any update on IMEC? IMEC will go forward. Trump has given a shot where he's saying, I will do this. You don't need to negotiate with the guy. He probably wants something. Figure it out. What's the problem?
See, for now, yes, there is going to be a bit of a problem on Chabahar. Okay? We will have to find a way with the Americans to deal with what we have to go through and what we don't have to let Iranians go through. Abhi, he's just squeezing Iran from all sides, and that means he has squeezed us in Chabahar as well. He is also squeezing the Afghanis through the same route. He knows that it's a very important route, but it's a small pressure tactic. It's a delayed pressure tactic. It's not something which is going to be there for long term. It will end up for years. It is something which is going to be used as an immediate bargaining chip.
Let me tell you one thing. So, secondly, जो waiver दिया था ना चाबार पोर्ट का, वो ट्रम्प ने अपने आप ही दिया था.
नहीं तो प्रपोजल भी उसी का था. उसके विड्रॉल में चाबार पोर्ट बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था यार. तो मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि अभी जो उसका स्क्वीज है ना, वो स्क्वीज जो है वो it will hurt you for a very short time, but it will give you very long benefits. So let's wait of that to play out.
Yeah. House of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is not safe in Bangladesh. This is one comment about that. Let me take the other one. Violent mob of students has vandalized the historic home of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at Dhaka 32 minutes before an online address of Sheikh Hasina. What do you expect?
What do you expect? But I also got something just now from Bangladesh. I couldn't read it because we are on a podcast. I'll check it later. मुझे आया एक message अभी immediately. So something must have happened. Obviously, यार वो तो वो करेंगे. They will do that. They are going to go after her. I wouldn't be surprised they'll go after BNP also. Keep watching.
Yeah. And guys, I do an update on Bangladesh every day because I told these monkeys I will not spare you. Till the time the structure doesn't fall, I will keep doing and I will keep tearing you apart. So every day at 10:30, there is an update on Bangladesh. Prakhar Shivasavaji, thank you. Just watched the Janmashtami clip meltdown. It was Jamaat-e-Islami clip meltdown. It was epic. Okay, we'll watch that. How come Sam Altman is now sucking up to India? Should be a leader in AI DeepSeek effect. How long till our own AI comes forth to humble these Western supremacists? About a year. The reason he's here is because you're making the biggest data center in the world.
Second thing is, these liberals, so-called liberals, have no spine. Once they are broken, they are ready to bend at anything. So that is what Sam Altman is also.
Yep.
The wokeness.
All right. Unknown. Being a Pashtun from Pakistan, will it work to be part of Afghanistan? If yes, how? What are your thoughts on personalized Pashtuns, aka Tajiks? What will be their reaction? Love India.
Okay, being a Pashtun, I think you should be answering that, no? Whether you would like to be a part of Afghanistan or Pakistan. I mean, why would you be asking me this question? This is a question you are in a better state to answer for yourself. And being a Pashtun, you also know that you are really treated as a second-grade citizen in Pakistan. You guys are looking at getting away from Pakistan. So I think the answer lies in your own question.
Yeah.
I don't have to give anything special onto this. But if you love India, thank you. And love and respect to you as well.
If you take my opinion, you'll be better off in Afghanistan than Pakistan. I'm a little
better. No, but they know where they are better. They've been treated by Pakistan for so many years now. They know what is better. I'm pretty sure they know.
Yeah. And last one, Dr. MPC, seeing you after a while, brother. कहते हैं, will the new CIA director entirely change the game plans in our region? What are the priorities of the new administration here? One thing before Rajaji comes in, they will not do anything without consultation from you. This is not the Biden administration that one fine day will just get a jerk. Because Trump is a deal maker and he knows if he's going to trouble people, then people are not going to make deals with him. So there won't be surprises, but there will be pressures.
Look, he will be realigning to his interest. He will be changing the deep state to his interest. He'll be looking at creating influences to his interest. He's overtly gone into this negotiation mode where, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because it gives you your strength, but at the same time, it exposes your weakness. You might be overly aggressive onto it. China, he has done, the Chinese are double the tariff, saying that tumne 10% lagana, 15 laga, chalo dekhne kya hota, right? So once you come out with that kind of a thing, you have your plus and your minus. And then you have your pressure points, which work, easily as well. But saying that, will he radically change things in the region? I don't see radical change happening in the region. The radical changes are the ones we are seeing in Afghanistan, we will see in Pakistan. If we call them radical changes, okay, but these are anticipated changes. When he came into power, we were expecting changes here. Okay. I saw his speech on Middle East. I saw it on Gaza where he wants to build it. But honestly, mera thoda sa point us pe different hai. You build a Manhattan, but if the mind is violent and the people who are ones who live and thrive on violence, you build a Manhattan for them, they will still create violence. So it is not about rebuilding that place as a Manhattan. It is about how do you deal with the people of that place, that they don't live with violence as a means of life. तुम उनको मैनहट्टन दे दो, वो मैनहट्टन से भी पत्थर ही मारेंगे, तुमको ही मारेंगे, अपना भी शीशा तोड़ेंगे, अपना भी सर फाड़ेंगे. So I think more is so it's like I don't know if he has a plan. How is he going to deal with that thing? Rebuilding, okay, fine, brings in American dollars, real estate gets in, make money, but does that solve the problem? Really, no, it doesn't solve the problem.
Correct.
Problem lies somewhere else.
Agreed.
You need to tighten that.
But if he wants to resolve Israel, removing those people from there will kind of help Israel in the long term.
No, but where will you reserve them? निकाल के ले जाओगे. Egypt is not ready to. कोई लेने को तैयार ही नहीं है यार उनको.
ले लेंगे, आपको ये पता है.
Tell me something, Aadi. I will say take this 10,000 rupees, but you have to take this man with me who will bite you every day, morning and night. Will you do that for that money?
You won't, but this is the game. Either he will distribute the population. And मेरे हिसाब से, what he should do? जहां पर प्रोटेस्ट होते हैं ना कंट्रीज के अंदर, लो भाई लख बंदा तुसी पकड़ो.
हाँ, but वो चलेगा नहीं. It won't work that. So let's see how we deal. This Middle East is a problem. It's not getting solved in a night. It's a problem.
All right, Rajaji, thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you, brother. Always interesting. This was a
thank you, sir.
Middle of the week game, but interesting subject. And thoda nazar rakhna padega. I'm not too overly concerned about what happens there. Because
I'm sorry, I forgot a couple of details at the right moment. That
happens. Yeah. That happens. We talk about so many things so many times, so it's a block of the mind. On that note, Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.